I came up with this process, which I call flip the script. And I think one of my favorite stories about it is my own. Growing up, I had big feet. I had a size 12 shoe when I was 12 years old. And that was a
That's
beanpole.
some big feet, my man. How tall are you right now?
I'm 6'2", and I wear a size 14 now.
So you grew into
Yeah, I grew into them, but even at BYU, everybody would be like, "Man, like you have the size of feet of like a 6'6" guy." So anyway, but I grew up, listen to the toxicity in this. You have clown feet. That's how I grew up. Everybody said, "Oh man, look at those clown feet." Even in my own family, yeah, he's got clown feet. So I grew up with this internal self-talk that I'm just like a big, goofy, dumb jock with clown feet, right? And I don't know, maybe a lot of players can relate to this. If anybody's ever had body parts that other people shamed growing up, and now it affects the way you feel, the way you play.
no, absolutely. I think even personally for me, growing up, I'm Colombian. From my parents are from South America, and affectionately in my family, my aunts and uncles, they all call me gordo, which in Spanish means pretty much little fat kid. And as a kid, I grew up thinking I was like always overweight and just large. And I didn't realize until I was much older and I went back to my parents' house and I saw like old pictures of me back in high school. And I'm like, dude, I would kill to have that body. I was fit, super skinny, but it's crazy how I didn't even notice how that just simple word or that nickname that I had, how much it affected me mentally as a kid.
Yeah, and it's the same, by the way, same thing in Brazil. They say gorginho or gorginha. And it's just like, it's like no big thing. Hey, little fatty. And you're like, as an American, I remember the first time hearing it, I was like, you're calling her that like right in front of her face? Like that's so
Yeah,
crazy.
it's a term of endearment, and
It is.
I actually talked to my parents about it later on. But yeah, I didn't realize how much again until much later in my life, in my 30s. And I look back, I'm like, wow, man, I didn't really realize how much that really messed me up as a kid in my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Right. So here I am with this in my mind. And now I start playing volleyball. The first match of my senior year, I'm from the Bay Area in California. We're playing Campolindo, and they're all super experienced. I think they were even the defending league champions. And so I go into this match, I trip and fall into the net, trip over my big clown feet, and I fall in it just like a fish, right? Just fly into the net, get caught in the net. And I was on the drive home, just like crying. We got our butts kicked. I'm like just crying, like trying to not let anybody see that I'm crying. And back then we didn't use buses, so it was just driving with my coach and his dad. His dad, Don Petrilli, was the coach, the head coach of the professional women's team at the time, the San Jose Storm. And he was just like, Josh, I've seen some studies that show that when you have a bigger foot, you actually have a bigger lever. So you can actually jump higher. And just that one seed that he planted helped me flip the script in my mind. And guess what my nickname was at BYU? Jumpin Josh.
Jumpin Josh. I love that. I love that again, like you said, just flipping that script.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, it's crazy how I flipped the script in my mind with the help of a coach. And that changed the trajectory of my volleyball life, my volleyball career.